section on reading comprehension, we did specified idea and implied idea questions. Today we are going to do logical structure questions and application questions. So when I say logical structure questions, these are the questions that ask you to determine the relationship between the parts of the passage. They also ask you to separate the ideas that support the thesis of the passage. You may also be asked to determine the significance of certain parts to the whole, of certain paragraphs to the whole passage. You may also have to find the best example that illustrates or demonstrates the concept that is explained in the passage. And also to identify the structure and how it is developed. So basically, these passages ask you to check the passage in totality and determine the relationship between one particular part of the passage to the other. These questions are referred as logical structure questions. Certain common questions stem. So how does the question look like? One function of the third paragraph of this passage is 2. So as I said, to find out the functions between parts of the passage. So this is one kind of question. The author uses the example X in the passage to emphasize that. So again, author's perspective. The author develops the passage primarily by. So how does he develop the passage? By giving examples, by argumenting, whatsoever. Which of the following makes the author's thesis less supportable? When I say less supportable, which means which weakens the author's thesis. These questions also test you on how well you have understood the structure of the passage, author's logic, author's techniques, author's approach and style, author's assumptions, which at times are not stated. So logical structure questions basically test your understanding of the author's perspective of the passage. Thus, it's your comprehension and your reasoning skills which are going to be tested. And for such questions, you really need to read the passage thoroughly and in between the lines to get the answer. Now, what should be your approach? You must understand that when you answer such questions, it requires a good comprehension. And along with comprehension, you also require good analytical and reasoning skills. You need to spend enough time because these are time consuming. So be sure to spend enough time. The answer is not somewhere clearly stated in the passage, nor will it be implied. It will only be found in your answer options. So make sure that you have adequate comprehension of the details. You understand the details well. Let's see an example now. This is a fine question. Which of the following best describes the relationship of the first paragraph of the passage? Now let us see what can be our potential answers. So the first paragraph put forwards the argument that the writer proves through examples. So yes, it can put forward an argument and the writer is trying to prove his point. Another way could be that the first paragraph makes an observation and traces the events leading to it. It's trying to make an observation and he's going through the events which will lead to that observation. Another possible answer could be the first paragraph states an event that the writer analyzes in the essay as unwarranted. Next could be that the first paragraph makes an argument which the writer then defends by analyzing the possible counter arguments. And the last and the most common type would be the first paragraph makes a point of view which the writer later substantiates or explains. So I hope you all are clear with logical structure question and how to deal with such questions. Now we move to application based questions. Application questions basically ask you to take information and conclusions in the passage and apply them, which is extrapolate them to similar situation or ideas. If you want to attempt or score on application based questions, it's very important for you to get to the crux or the main idea of the passage. There are two question tasks that you would have to do in application based questions. One, you will have to mirror an argument or an idea. So mirroring is select an action or an idea not discussed in the text, which most mirrors an action or an idea discussed in the text. So this is mirroring. The next is predicting. Say they have given you an incomplete fragment You need to make a prediction based on the information and probably complete that fragment. So your second skill is, or second task is predicting. Common question stems. How do your application-based questions will look like? So the author of the passage would be most likely agree to which of the following? This is mirroring. Which of the following statements would provide the most logical continuation of the final paragraph? This is predicting. An idea or action described in the passage is most similar to which of the following? What is this now? Mirroring. Which of the following is best example for X as explained in the passage? As it's explained in the passage, it is again mirroring plus predicting, because you need to find similar and then predict which one will be most similar. So application questions don't just relate or don't just limit yourself to the passage. They take you a little beyond the passage. And they will ask you to apply what you've understood from the passage to a different but similar situation. Not entirely different, a little different. Or you may have to start thinking from the author's perspective, make inferences, think about his thought processes, his assumptions. So hence logical structure and application based questions are very close. This is when such questions come close to critical reasoning questions. So we will be doing a topic known as critical reasoning, and they are very similar to reading comprehension questions. They don't test you more on reading as much as on logic and reasoning. That is why sometimes you may also have to ask, strengthen the author's assumption, weaken the author's assumption. So all of these are critical reasoning questions. Sometimes students get puzzled, by the options in application questions, because those options are not there in the passage at all. They are from outside the passage. So a typical example would be, which of the following best illustrates the concept of something as explained in the passage? And your answer choice which is given will have no similarities with whatever has been explained in the passage. So you need to read that, relate to it, and then apply to a different scenario. So the passage may be explaining astrophysics, but your example may be related to film industry. Now there's no relation between astrophysics and film industry, but the crux would remain the same. So the concept will be remaining the same, right? So another example now. The passage is most likely an extract from which of the following? Is it from a social magazine? Is it from a research paper? Is it science journal, school textbook, or medical journal? Now, if I want to zero down on where it has been extracted from, what are the things that I would look at? So when I answer such questions, I will have to make sure that I've adequately understood the concepts and details that are required to answer the question. I should make sure that the question is well understood. Sometimes understanding the question is also difficult, so understand the question well. Both of these questions, application as well as logical structure question, are time consuming, so give it enough time. If you want accuracy, then definitely you will have to give enough time to read the question as well as the para. If you hurry up, you may mark the second best option, which is the trickster, which is intentionally given to confuse you. So don't be in haste, don't be in hurry. Be calm and give it time. Thank you so much, guys.